it's Katie at the Fabric Squirrel, and congratulations on making it through January. It felt like the longest month ever. I don't know about you, but also I didn't achieve as much as I would have liked. But I thought I'd come and show you my January recap and everything that I did manage to do and what you can look forward to in February. I'll start by introducing you to the new fabrics that have arrived this month. I haven't had too much arrive. January is genuinely quite a slow month for getting new fabric in. I try not to have too much arriving after Christmas anyway, but there are some really nice collections still. I'll start with this first collection that it was the first one of the year. It's called Watercolour Blooms, and it's this beautiful collection here with really pretty watercolour pinks, all really nice florals. So that's arrived, and it's just £7.10 a metre. So it is an absolute bargain. It's beautiful quality still, and it's quilting cotton. So yeah, I thought I would bring that one up first. I have also, which one arrived next? Well, these aren't necessarily new, but I did need to order some new basic solids. And while I was there, I thought, you know what, there's not much of this Jurassic Park fabric left. I'm going to restock it because it does really well. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of one of my customers that made a jacket in this print because it was so cool. Yeah, I've seen loads of fantastic makes in this. So when I saw I could restock it while I was there, I thought I would definitely do that. I've had a lovely little collection from Lewis and Irene, Small Things Country Garden. So they're like really small little bugs and beetles like ladybirds and some blossom on there because the cherry blossom type fabrics always go down well. And then I've had the Three Wishes collections arrive. So there's 3 different collections here, and I've just picked a few from each that I thought were really nice. From nice, fruity, ice creamy fabrics, some like monster truck. So if you've got racing car lovers, then I thought the checkered flags were really good. But what I think is gonna steal the show, and I don't expect to hang around long, is this wool fabric. It just, isn't it fantastic in a picture? It just, in person it is good, but it's really hard sometimes to get across the quality of a fabric over a video. But this one just, it doesn't matter what picture I've taken, it always looks amazing. So yes, I don't expect this to hang around long. I've already sent quite a bit of it out. So those are the new fabrics that have arrived. As far as what has done well this month and what's gone out, I've noticed a big increase in Liberty going out. So Liberty is celebrating a big anniversary, I think, this year, and they've done quite a lot of promo for their quilting cotton. So I am seeing a little bit of an increase in that, which is really nice. The springy collection that I had, the Heirloom 5 in particular, is doing really well. So yeah, I made some table mats in this with Christmas on the reverse side, which I shared a video of earlier this month. So if you haven't seen that, go and take a look at it as well. I've also seen a big increase in Rendell going out. So I don't have too much of this left now. Rendell Designs pets, so they're cats and dogs. And it's like the battle basically of cats and dogs and which one sells out first. It's really funny because there's certain prints. The prints are doing well with the dogs, but the actual panels, the cats seem to be going faster. So I don't know. It could be anybody's game by the end of it. I also won a competition through Lewis and Irene this month, which I shared a video of as well. And it felt almost a bit rude because obviously I have an unlimited supply of fabric of my own, but getting free fabric is always amazing. And it reignites a bit of creativity in with me. But I did feel like I needed to pass on the good karma. So I thought I would do a little competition on these monthly recaps, and maybe that could become a monthly feature. So I thought I'll pass on the good karma, and I will give 5 fat quarters to one person. I can't post to the EU, unfortunately, but pretty much anywhere else. So if you are in Canada, New Zealand, America, UK, I'm obviously in the UK. I'll open it up to you as well, just no EU countries. and I'll put all the terms and conditions and things in the description. All I want from you to enter is to make sure you've subscribed and liked the video, and then just pick any of the any 5 fat quarters from anything that's arrived this month. The only thing will be whether it's left. I will announce the winner in February's recap. So as long as it is left, just tell me what it is you would make with those fabrics, and I will randomly generate a winner and tell you who it is next month. And then hopefully that's something that I could do each month, and we'll see how that goes. So yes, comment below what you would make. I think it would be nice as well to just spread a bit of inspiration for other people reading the comments too. So other things I have sewn this month are this plant pot, which I made from a coffee bean bag. This is one of my videos which I am working on, but I want to make a few different versions of it, which is why I haven't shared it yet. But I will share this with you because I loved how it turned out, and I've got so many different ideas of how I can recreate this. And I do need to water this plant. It has just reminded me. So I've got that coming up. That's something that I've sewn. I was also asked by a company that I work with quite often called Craft Cotton Company if I could make some samples for the show, which is in February every year. It's a trade show called Stitches, well, Stitches for short, it's CHSI, and it's basically a trade show for the craft and textile industry. And they wanted some things making up for their stand, and they sent me some fabric to do that with. One of them being this top that I'm wearing. So it's a William Morris print, and it's a blend of cotton and viscose, like a 50-50 blend. And it's the first time I've sewn in it. I had planned on making something. I had this blend, and this was on my to sew list anyway. So now I can see how it sews. I'm really pleased with it. I do have a video that is coming and is due very soon, but I had issues of the sound and stuff, so it's taken me longer to edit than I wanted to. That's the boring stuff, but I have basically done a video of talking you through the whole process of how I've made this top, and hopefully you find that helpful and interesting. And I have got some more fabric from them, which I said I would make as well for the show. And it's this one. It's called Crafts of Tranquility, and it is also inspired by the Victoria and Albert Museum. It's basically, you know, like crockery, when you see the blue and white teacups and plates and things, that's where the inspiration comes from. But if you watched my plans for the year, I said I wanted to make a wilder gown. Now, I thought that 3 of these together would be perfect in the wilder gown because it's got all the different layers in. And I saw a version of the wilder gown made up at Newark Quilt Show this month, and I loved it even more in person then. So I am definitely feeling inspired. These are all pre-rushed and ready to go, so it's probably going to be a project for next week, and I'll take you through the process of how I made those. I did go to Newark Quilt Show, as I just mentioned. It's just a really little one that was only 20 minutes down the road. So I went with my mum, and I did a little video talking you through my little day out as well, if you want to take a look at that. As far as sewing for me, I haven't done that much. I haven't done as much as I would have liked. Like, I did that plant pot and I've done this top, but I have been absolutely swamped with my keepsakes, which is amazing. I make keepsake quilts and blankets and cushions and stuff, but I also make stockings, and I've had a huge surge of stocking orders this month. I think I've had a few people share it and then their friends have ordered. So I've been basically making Christmas all of January, which feels really strange, but it has been Christmas, and it will continue to be Christmas, I think, for at least another month, because I've still got loads to make. I've done 15 in total, which in the space of a month is quite a lot when you're working around school hours as well. So this is an example of one of them that I've got to send out today. So it's basically just made up of first Christmas baby clothes that the customer sends me, and then I turn into a stocking, and they can treasure forever. I really enjoy making them. So those are what have mainly been keeping me busy this month. Next week is my first pop-up shop of the year. I haven't done one since September, so it feels like forever. I basically go and take all of this fabric to a local village hall and invite all my local customers and anybody that wants to come along to just come and shop in person, because I'm just based at home. it's just really nice to meet real life people and customers and let my customers see the fabric and feel the fabric and see the quality. Once you've felt the quality, you trust it ordering online because you know that it's all nice, and especially when you get to know the brands and stuff that I stock. So yes, that's next month. I'm doing lots of preparation for that because I have to like label everything up, and all of my end bolts I've got to bag up and price and that. So that has been keeping me busy as well this last week, and it will do for the next week as well. So in other sewing news, there's been loads of pattern releases this month. I cannot keep up. I keep seeing them and I keep meaning to save them so that I can talk about them, and then I completely forget. So I'm just relying on my newsfeed showing me them again. But there have been Tilly and the Buttons have done CC, which are like joggers, basically, trousers. I don't know. I'm not feeling drawn to make them. I wouldn't wear stuff like that outside the house. I'd definitely wear them in the house, but they wouldn't be high on my to make list. But I will probably keep an eye out for other people's makes and see if I end up feeling inspired. The Fabric Godmother has released the Aspen dress, and if you watch my new at Quilt Show video, you will know that I randomly bought some zips because I felt really inspired to buy really pretty zips with pulls, like different zip pulls, for no particular reason. And then Fabric Godmother released this pattern, and now I know why, because I needed the zips, because I must have known this pattern was coming out because it requires a zip at the front. So I know exactly what I'm going to do with one of those zips now. I do need to just match it up with the perfect fabric, and then that is now added to my to sew list for the year. The other pattern I've seen is the Friday Pattern Company have the Eddie cardigan. So that looks really versatile. At first when I saw it as a cardigan, I wasn't convinced, but I've seen people make it up in like blazer style in denim and like sturdier fabrics, and actually it looks quite nice. So I'm going to keep an eye out again for that hashtag and just see if I feel the need to add something like that, because it looks like a good capsule wardrobe. It's nice to have like layers, isn't it, to keep you warm and things. So yes, I like the look of the Eddie cardigan as well. As far as customer makes this month, I haven't had too many people tagging me, so I don't know what you are sewing, but I've had quite a lot of really nice reviews on Etsy. There was one lady called Helen who left me a review on Etsy of a dress that she had made in the country garden. I think it was countryside fabric, but it was a border print, and I've not seen a border print made up into an adult dress before, and it looked fantastic. So I'm going to say, Helen, congratulations. I think this was it's the best thing I've seen made up this month, and it looks fantastic. Well done on your make. I would love to see more people's makes, so please make sure you tag me, because I know that you're sewing. I know that there are people out there that are sewing lots of pretty things, and I see lots of people tag me when their fabric arrives, but I know sometimes you forget, don't you, where you've ordered the fabric from. So try and remember, keep me in mind and keep tagging me. It'd be really nice to feature some more people on here. The other thing that I will just mention quickly before I go is, on a personal note, I took time for myself this month. I know, shock horror. And I booked onto a local college course. So our college, Grantham College in town, they have funding for adult learning. There is no criteria apart from being over 18, and there's just dozens and dozens of different courses, from anything from like bricklaying and things. And I've done a Photoshop one with them before, but they also did loads of like crafty type ones, and there was a copper bracelet making course, and I thought, oh, okay, I will try that. And I assumed it would be a bangle, but it wasn't. It was like linked and enameling, and I had the best time just creating. It was just 2 weeks, 3-hour sessions, so I had 6 hours in total to just sit and make stuff. So I thought, well, like, obviously it has to be a sewing themed bracelet. And I was going to do cotton reels, and I thought I'll try a sewing machine, but it was too big. I've got really skinny wrists, so I don't wear like big bulky jewelry. But I made this really beautiful bracelet. I'm not wearing it because the only thing I need to add is a clasp, so I can't currently get it on and off my wrist without completely taking the chain apart. But I did make a sewing machine. I basically had to saw the copper, file it all down, and then enamel it and drill a hole. And I made this necklace with the sewing machine that was left over that didn't go in the bracelet. So even though I'm not wearing the bracelet, I think my favourite thing actually was the necklace, which wasn't even what I was there for. So if you have a local college, take a look and see if they do something like this, because it cost me £10, and it's just nice to do something creative that's outside your comfort zone with tools and equipment and things that you don't have easy access to, and you probably wouldn't do at home unless you were going to take it really seriously. So I had a great time doing that. It was really nice to take time for myself as well. So although it has been a long month, there have been lots going on, lots and lots of sewing, lots of fabric arriving, and I've got loads to look forward to. I'm looking forward to February. I saw the first signs today in the garden as we pulled up in the front garden. I saw a bud on one of the like shrubs outside, and I was like, oh, signs of life at last. So I don't know about you, but spring is my favourite. So let us look forward to some spring sewing and follow along. Let me see what you're up to, and I will keep showing you what I'm up to as well.